Hi, I'm going to guide you today through a quick flow of fascia stretching moves, mainly targeted to stretch out through your glutes, front of the hips, your low back, and your lats or shoulders. So it's a pretty continuous move, and it's something that you can do every day if you want to. It doesn't take that long. You could also just pick and choose what you like from it. And so we'll just go ahead and get started. So you'll be on the floor. We'll start with a little assessment. You'll bring your hands behind your back and just feel yourself nice and supported here. Think of your shoulders down. Think of your abdominals still slightly in and your tailbone slightly curled over, but not gripping into anything. From here, we're just going to allow those knees to drop side to side. And again, not forcing anything. Still time to drop. Take a look at what your range of motion is. Do you feel any impingements anywhere? And just easy flowy breath. And then you'll just go to where you feel that a little bit more tightness, if you want to call it that, or your lack of range of motion as you go from side to side. For me, I'm going to pick to go towards my right side. You'll bring your foot forward, and then the top leg's going to come back and behind you. If it's available to you, I want you to try to press that knee at least in line with your hip or even a little bit further back. You're not sitting on both sits bones because then that will cause a little pinching to go on the hip. So I really want you to be on the side of your glute. In my case, it's my right. I'm going to place both hands in front of my knee, and all we'll start doing is taking a nice deep inhale and finding just length through your spine. As we come to exhale, we're going to think of dropping the spine down, bone by bone, articulating already there. You should feel a nice stretch through that glute. Inhale as you begin to rebuild your spine up, head arriving last. And then exhale as you just allow your chest to come down and through. One more pass. Inhale here. And exhale. As we continue to do this, let's play with the angle. So we'll come back to its starting position. Maybe I'll face forward a little bit more as I exhale and come back down. Again, trying to avoid any points where you feel any pinching or any pain. Just feel a stretch, and I'll come down on this angle again. And exhale, hollow out through my abdominals, rebuild my spine, and maybe I'll lean more towards past my knee. And see if that changes the stretch for you. Couple more passes here. Last one. And I'll go back to the angle where I felt the most stretch. For me was that starting position. I'll stay low here, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to shift the weight in between my hands. So I'm going to think of inhaling as I come forward, exhaling as I go back. And inhaling forward, trying to stay as low as it feels comfortable for you, and exhale back. You should start to feel this somewhere around your low back area on your QL muscle. Inhaling here, exhaling as you go back. Let's begin to walk those hands forward, trying to stay low. Exhale, walking back. And inhale forward. And exhale back. One more time. See if you can widen the range of motion. Again, not pushing, not going anywhere edgy, just somewhere stretchy. Last one. Inhaling as we come forward. Exhaling as we go back. We're still sitting on that side of the glute. Now, as I go back, I'm going to drop my back elbow into the floor. And all I want you to do is to take an inhale as you look down towards that elbow. And then exhale as you look up towards the ceiling. And you should feel that front of the hip opening. And then inhale as you look down. And exhale. So as I look down, I just continue thinking of opening through this whole front of my hip, even into my abdominals. Exhale, as I look up, I almost think of pressing my hip forward so I can really continue to open up through the front of the hip. Inhale down. Exhale up. One more time, inhaling down. One more time, exhaling up. As I come down, I'm gonna reach my left arm, which is my front arm, reaching it forward. Really think of reaching away. Inhale as I begin to follow my hand with my gaze as I circle the arm up. And then exhale as I bring it forward. Feeling that stretch in my hip and maybe a little bit of a stretch through my shoulder and my ribs. Inhaling and exhaling. Finding a connection with your body. Just see where you feel the stretch the most and maybe go super slow there. Just really deepening that release in the tissue. And follow that hand again. Take as many passes as you like. I like to do 3 to 4 passes. This would be my last one. And I continue to follow my hand with my gaze. I place both hands on the floor. Now I'm looking down. I'll begin to walk my hands forward, trying to stay low. And then from here, we'll just begin to sway again, side to side. Like a little flower just searching for the sun. We'll begin to grow up nice and tall. Undulating side to side. Bring both legs forward. And let's just do a little assessment again. Just dropping the knee side to side, and hopefully with a little bit more openness and a little bit more range of motion. I certainly do on my right side. I can have that leg actually come down. My left leg could come down too if I press it, and it just feels very clicky in my hip. We'll go down to the left this time. I'm going to try to bring my right knee as much in line with my hip as I can, or even a little bit further behind it. But again, not pressing or going into a place of pain. I'm really shifted towards my left glute. I bring my hands in front of my knee again, and we're gonna go into that wave-like motion. So we'll inhale as we reach it up, finding length through that spine, back of the neck nice and long, and then exhale, come crashing down like a wave. Inhale as we rebuild. And then exhale, come crashing down with control. Inhale. Finding the neck nice and long. We're not cranking into the cervical spine, and exhale. From here, let's begin to play with the angle. So I'll turn to more forward as I come down. Just finding a release in a different part of my glute now. And exhale. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. Rebuilding. I'll find a different angle now. So I'll go more towards the outside. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more time, inhaling up. One more time, calm down. Find that angle that worked for you best today, and that's where you'll come down to stay. I will go from side to side now, just shifting the weight between the front of my hand and my back hand. Breathing. Inhaling as I come forward, exhaling as I go back. And inhaling forward, exhaling as I go back. I'll begin to walk my hands forward on the inhale. And on the exhale, I will begin to walk my hands back. 2 more passes here forward, or as many as you like, as many as your body needs today. And back. And forward. Really focus on that breath towards your back. And back. This next time, I'm going to drop my back elbow. You can keep your top hand on the floor, bring it up on your knee, wherever it feels comfortable, and already feel that openness through the front of that hip. From here, we will inhale as we look down, and then exhale, think of opening, almost shifting that hip open and forward. Inhale as we look down. And exhale as we think of looking up and opening up through the front of that hip. Inhale as we look down. Feeling that stretch through the abdominals. And exhale as we look up. The next inhale, we'll stay looking down. We're going to reach that top arm forward and just go to where you feel that nice stretch and release maybe through the shoulder blade. Inhale as we send the arm up towards the ceiling, following your hand with your gaze. And then exhale, circle it down in front of you and forward. Inhaling to reach. And exhaling down. And inhaling to reach. And exhaling down. One more for good measure. Just make it feel good. And again, take it really slow on those parts where you feel the most stretch in your body. Placing that hand down, we'll shift weight into both hands and carefully and staying low, begin to walk in forward. Sway your body side to side as you begin to rebuild your spine, really taking the time here. Your head arriving last, swinging your legs in front of you, bringing the hands back behind you. Just that last little assessment where we just go to drop our knees side to side. And hopefully feeling a little release through those hips. Now when you get body work done, be it fascia stretching, we work a lot on the hips because there's so many fascia lines that congregate through there. And we just want to really open them up in a non-aggressive way. So we don't want to force anything, because just think of anything. Think of your connective tissue like a little toddler. If you go too aggressive towards the little baby, you're going to scare it and it's going to want to go away. So you just want to be nice and gentle with it. Let it really release and begin to trust you, and then really release the muscle and the connective tissue. Nice. From here, just bend your knees if that's comfortable. Relax your hands down by your side. Take a couple of deep breaths. And exhale. And I hope to see you soon in one of our classes. Have a great day.